morning. Welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've used the KETO Journey to lose 206 pounds. That's right, 206 pounds. I am sitting on my couch, crisscross applesauce, because they changed the name of it, because they said the name was racist back when my kid was in kindergarten so many years ago. So it's kind of hard to remember not to call it those things. Anyways, I would not have been able to do that at 368 pounds, at 200 and something pounds, and so on. And I can finally sit this way. So I've decided to record on my sofa today, where I'm more relaxed, can sit the way I want to, and just have a little conversation with you. So, what's going on? Well, it is December 29th. We're getting so close to January 1st. So exciting. A new year. A new you, right? We're going to start. I am phase 1 on the 1st of January. Phase 1 is also known as page 4. It's also known as a keto diet, 20 total carbs or less. So you can join along with us, no matter if you are doing it the exact same way as we are or not, because there's quite a few of us that bought in your carb confusion book, and we are going to be following along in that book. I was just getting dressed, listening to Keto Connect podcast with Dr. Eric Westman and Amy Berger. They were talking about, how they decide not to name the book Keto. They don't really talk about too many controversial things in there because people get hung up on the word keto. Phase 3 is really not a keto diet, it is low carb. And if we ever get to that point, if we decide to do that, which I'm not too sure I'm going to, you have to get to it slowly. Each day adding some food to the list, seeing how it makes you feel. Because we're not used to 20 carbs at once, right? Because, we did it all at Christmas, a lot of us did, and it got us, right? I went up a total of 6 pounds in water weight. But it's a new day, and I wished I had completely stripped down, but I didn't have time and get on that scale and show you what it said. But I can tell you, with clothes on, not these clothes, I had different clothes on, and my Fitbit on, and my hair tied up with big giant hard plastic things everywhere to do, I was back down to my weight before the water weight, before, Christmas Eve. I was back to Christmas Eve morning's weight. So I've officially gotten all the water weight off from Christmas, and that is so much faster than normal because I was really scared as fast as it was going up, and it kept going up, that I was in for some trouble. And I even had to take ibuprofen yesterday, and still the water weight came off. I will admit, I am exhausted, and I just woke up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I was up peeing all night long, 6 whole pounds of water into the toilet, literally up all night long peeing. But I feel so much better. Woke up, I was like, oh my god, I feel my ribs again. I can breathe easier. Yeah, me and water weight does not like each other, let me tell you. So this is my first collagen coffee of the day. I've done absolutely nothing other than take a shower, do my makeup, and do my hair, and put clothes on. And I have things to do. One is I need to get a few things for at least the first 4 days of January, because my sister and them will be here tomorrow. So I need this stuff in advance because I won't be able to go buy it around that time, except maybe the meat market. What is my plans on my grocery list? Well, I'm buying for 4 days. About that. So I need probably a head of lettuce, 2 tomatoes at the most, 1 gigantic cucumber, and that will probably be too big too. Let's see, what else am I putting in those salads? So I'm putting in lettuce, cucumber, tomato. Sometimes I do mushrooms and bell peppers, but not this time around. At least I don't think so. We'll see when I get into the store. I need probably another block of, actually I probably got a block of cheese right now in the fridge that will work for those 4 days. I already have the bacon, I already have eggs. My water is coming in on through the mail, but it won't be here until the 4th. so we'll just stick to this because I'm not going into the store to pay for the pH balanced water. It is so much more money in the store. I have my mayonnaise. I bought it yesterday. So yeah, this is clean or dirty keto. It's up to you. So my mayonnaise is extremely dirty. It's Duke's mayo olive oil, the low fat one. Yes, I said low fat because I do low fat. I also have my Kerrygold butter. And I think I'm going to get some organic heavy cream, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't really use heavy cream that much. I have gotten a little addicted to putting it back in my coffee. But I do Kerrygold butter in my coffee. I'm also continuing to do my collagen. So basically the first 4 days will be a salad, some Italian seasoned chicken strips cooked in my air fry, because I'm going to do this all. The only way I can do page 4 correctly is to meal prep, which I hate, but we're going to this month. So the first 4 days, I'm going to make the 4 salads. I'm going to make the chicken strips to go in them. And I'll probably wait and put the cheese on every time I pull it out. We'll see. Because I just like the cheese fresh, and sometimes it gets mushy when you put it on there early. That's why I can only do 4 days. After 4 days, those cucumbers and stuff is trash. You can't even eat the salad anymore. And I'm going to do meal prep for more than just 1 meal. Yes, you heard that right. I'm doing more than 1 meal. Shocking, but I've gotten used to eating so many carbs and so much food for the month of December, and yes, I was still keto, I was just net carb, that I have a feeling I'm going to be hungry and snacky. So I will be cooking extra chicken breast strips, and I will also be, like I said, eating some bacon and maybe eggs if I can handle eggs by itself again. So I'm going to make chicken breast strips, air fried, with my little seasoning on them, and I like them cold. So if I get hungry or get a craving, instead of going and getting the Halo Top ice cream or Enlightened ice cream, not Halo Top, I haven't eaten that one in forever, Enlightened ice cream, or grabbing a Quest peanut butter cup or Tot Zero peanut butter cup, because this girl's got a lot of junk food in this house that is keto. And it was in here forever before December, and I did not let myself touch any of it. Any of it. Forever. Like, since March. And I let myself in December. I gave myself permission to go to 63 total carbs. That was 26 net carbs. That was allowed for December. And I didn't put on weight. I actually lost weight. But the whole thing is, I can't allow myself in January because I'm doing phase 1/page 4. I'm calling it both things so people don't get confused, and that you know when I say phase 1, it's exactly like the phase 4 or page 4 list. It is 2 cups green leafy vegetables. That entails collards, okay, turnips. It's in the list, okay. If it's a green leafy vegetable, you can have 2 cups a day of it. I weigh my stuff out. I never think cups really work. Then non-starchy vegetable, you can have a total of 1 cup a day. This is why you will see me put 43 grams of tomatoes, maybe 70 grams of cucumber, like 20 grams of bell pepper, and then if I want to put some mushrooms, because it's got to layer into that 1 cup. Okay, it's got a layer in that cup. And that is also the area, I think, that has the cauliflower, asparagus, all that kind of stuff too. But you only get 1 cup a day. Okay, you can have 6 black olives a day. You can have 4 ounces of cheese. I think the original page 4 said 2, but you get 4 now. You can have 2 tablespoons mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of fat a day. Then I think in the area it says you have 2 tablespoons of like sour cream, cream cheese, and heavy cream. I'm trying to remember all this off the top of my head because I don't really want to actually sit here and read it because then I feel guilty. But you can find page 4 on Pinterest, but you have to minus all the berries, you have to minus the nuts, and you have to lower the cup amount because the original one, you got way more. The one from 2 years ago, it went down. And yeah. And there's no limit on protein. That is up to you. I suggest if you're going to eat a lot of protein, and a lot of keto people might freak out when I say this, I suggest lean protein. Like no skin. Don't eat the big visceral fat on the steak. One, if you're fat, let your body eat its own fat. Like, that's how I've done it. And I'm extremely healthy. You will hear tons of people say, you're not getting your micronutrients, that's not healthy. There's no study showing that that's not healthy, actually. There's no study showing that it's healthy to eat that piece of fat versus eating turkey meat with no skin. There's no study. There's no proof either way. But there's tons of proof on people's bodies that your keto journey goes way faster if you just let your body eat itself. Now, I need you to still eat, okay? We still need our protein because without it, we're going to lose whatever muscle we have. Our hair is going to fall out. Our bones are going to get sick. We're going to get sick, okay? You can die with no protein. Like, you can go look it up. Look up scurvies or whatever. Or was that vegetable one? That might have been vegetable. I don't know. Or it might be protein. I have no clue. But I do know for sure you have to have a certain amount of protein a day. Everybody's body is completely different. I go from 100 or 150, 160 a day. Somewhere in there. I need to be at about 100 or I don't feel good. I do a high protein keto. There is a normal way of doing keto that isn't high protein. But I really think page 4/phase 1 is a high protein keto if you think about it. You're not given a limit. Okay, you can have pork rinds, you can have beef sticks. All of them need to not have sugar in them. I say all of them shouldn't have maltodextrin in it because it's like a sugar, it's a preservative. Same with MSG. It can slow a lot of people down. Other people, it doesn't affect it at all. Some of us, like me, it will slow my weight loss down and actually cause my blood sugar to spike. So the whole purposes of this is let your body eat its own fat if you can. If you're like me and you have 20 pounds to go to the first mark in the book of the goal weight, actually it's not even 20 pounds anymore because I got the water weight off, but I don't have as much fat on me to eat. So I'm going to get a little more hungrier than most people. Like if you have 100, 200, 75 to go, you got more food storage than me now. Okay, I don't have much food storage left. So I'm sitting here a little hungry right now because I have been fasting since yesterday evening. I think it was 6 o'clock when I ate. And then, okay, so I ate that turkey at 6 o'clock last night. But at 7, I got hungry again. And I had to take some ibuprofen, so I needed to eat. So I ate some chicken breast and 4 strips of bacon. So that was added to yesterday's. It was a very protein day. Like, you will see me do a lot of days that's just protein, okay? Protein and fat, nothing else. Like, you'll see me with my collagen coffees, and it's got butter and some heavy cream. You'll see me eat some bacon. So bacon's got a lot of fat. And an egg has this perfect amount of protein and fat for keto. Egg is like a little perfect pill. So if you can find bacons that work for you, now my feet are falling asleep. I'm not used to sitting like this. If you can find bacon that works for you, doesn't stall you, and you don't have problems with the nitrates, or you can find some clean bacon, and you're just starting and you're worried about being hungry, I suggest cooking up bacon and putting it in the fridge. I suggest making deviled eggs, but inside this deviled egg, don't go crazy with the mayonnaise, okay? You don't want to go crazy. Or just make a hard-boiled egg. Don't put sweet pickles in it and stuff like that. So if you're not doing phase 1, page 4, then you're just starting keto, you have more options. Okay, you can have more green leafy vegetables and you can have some more starch. But you will now need an app and a scale, and make sure that you don't go over in your carbs, because you can with those items. You can with broccoli very fast. But that's why I suggest hard-boiled eggs, deviled eggs, bacon, making boneless, skinless chicken strips, covering them with your favorite seasoning and air frying them, putting them in your fridge, cheese sticks. But remember, look at the carb count. Some cheese has way more. Keeping beef sticks on hand. Grab and go will be a must in the beginning because you're going to get snacky. And what do we normally do when when we eat carbs and we get snacky? Well, we grab like a Little Debbie, we grab some friggin' potato chips, right? A saltine cracker. It's a convenience thing. It's also why I'm meal prepping for the month of January, for the convenience part of it, so I don't mess up. And that's why I suggest always keep, if you like bacon, I would keep a bunch in your fridge already cooked. You can pop in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Or you can buy the microwave bacon. I don't really like it, but I did it the first 2 years because I was addicted to the bacon. And like I said, the egg is the perfect fat and protein ratio. Because you just got to get through the first week or so. Some people it's only 3 days. Now, are you new to keto? Are you not new to keto? And you're going to do page 4, phase 1, whatever. It's hard for me to call them both things. One thing you're going to need to remember, magnesium, sodium, potassium. So I get all the potassium I could ever need from my meat because I am a meat eater. So we have sodium and magnesium. Year 1 on keto. I was on keto for 9 months. Ended up in the ER. They thought I was having a heart attack. My heart was going insane. Ended up on the heart wing for 4 days almost. It was a little less than 4 days. Why, you ask? Because this girl thought eating the bacon, eating some hot dogs, eating sandwich meat, and using some Himalayan salt on some stuff was giving me enough sodium. Well, I lost 100 and something pounds during that time, and all my sodium and fluids had been washed out of my body, right? Over and over again. I was killing myself, damaging my heart, literally just from sodium intake. Not enough. So what did I start doing? Well, I go through a lot of Himalayan salt. I even salt my bacon. I salt every single coffee with 9 times around. You can make something called Soleil water, which is where you take Himalayan rock salt, a lot of it, put in a mason jar or whatever jar. Make sure it's glass, no metal. Needs to be plastic. Trust me, it'll rust very fast. Throw water in it, wait a while, like a few days, come back, pour a little out. It's very gross, but it can work too. I have some on my counter. I just don't use it because I realize it's just too gross to me and I'd rather just salt everything to death. So I've never had a sodium issue again. Year 2 rolls around about the same time frame because my butt had decided, let's do ketovore for a while. So what is ketovore? The only thing I was eating that was not meat was collagen. Everything else was meat. So I was doing about 5 total carbs a day, nothing but protein, which is fine. It is a very healthy way to eat, but guess what? None of that stuff has enough magnesium. Okay, there's no magnesium in that protein that I was eating. There was only a tiny bit of magnesium in my coffee. So when you go into the hospital like I did, completely sick, barely could talk, barely could move, couldn't stop throwing up or going out the other end, shaking the pieces, it had lasted for days. I get in there and they take my blood. Okay, when it registers that you are magnesium deficient, like you only have a little left, it's worse than you think it is because almost everyone is already too low on magnesium and the test will show you're perfectly fine on magnesium. Because when the test registers that you're not fine on magnesium, even like a quarter of your magnesium is missing in the test, that means your body almost has none left. The only way it starts dropping is when those numbers are so depleted in your body that it almost doesn't exist in you anymore. And mine was completely low. They wouldn't leave the hospital until they pumped me through magnesium. And I've taken almost 500 milligrams every single day since. And I'm perfectly fine now. It's just Nature Way. I take the Nature Way. I ended up having to switch to the little white tablet pills. So I have to cut one in half each day, plus take a whole one, because the gel one made my stomach very sick. Horrible heartburn. I would throw up after taking it, and I took it for almost a year that way until I realized, hey, they make tablet ones. Should have looked sooner. So I take that, and I'm perfectly fine. And I will continue to always take my magnesium. I always continue to always eat tons of Himalayan salt, even when I eat my carbs. Like on Christmas and Christmas Eve, I still took in tons of sodium, which made me have to retain all that water, but it's okay because it's gone, and I didn't get a keto flu feeling, because when that water whoosh happens, your sodium goes with it. But I had continued to stuff myself with sodium, so when it did whoosh, it didn't take all my sodium. I still had plenty in me, unlike before when I didn't know about the whole sodium thing. So keep an eye on your electrolytes. 181 pounds. I did not exercise to lose weight. Literally. I've been adding the exercise since the summer. I kind of sucked and haven't done any in the last 2 months, though, I'm going to be honest, because I hate cold weather. And my house was staying too cold because, I didn't want a crazy electric bill. But now I've upped and sucked it up, and I'm going to have a crazy electric bill. And I've upped the temperature to 70 in my house. I still think it's too cold, but at least I'm not dying, because 64, holy crap, I couldn't even talk. I have a million blankets over here to the side of me that I was using, plus thermals and everything. Like, I was just freezing all the time and didn't want to exercise. But now I can wear clothes like this and actually do my exercising again, which I'm going to start in January. I'm not doing it for the weight loss. I am, because it actually lowers and slows my weight loss. I am doing it for the loose skin, muscles, strength, trying to build like resistance, like all that kind of stuff. I'm doing it for a physical reason, because it really does slow my weight loss, because I have an adrenal gland issue. So that being said, I have ran my mouth to y'all for 22 minutes, and I have things I have to go do, and I'm sure you're sick of listening to me already. I will show you what I eat today. Remember, on the 1st, we're going to do a weigh-in. Tomorrow, we will go more into detail. Like, maybe I'll make a video called The Side Effects of Weight Loss That No One Told You About. Like, that's what this video is supposed to be, and I kind of went off in a different direction. So I'm going to have to make a video about that, because there's a lot of things no one told me about and I wasn't expecting. So I will see y'all in a little bit. That again, because my music came on. So it is 4 o'clock. I am just now leaving Sam's warehouse. I am starving. I'm out of my first collagen coffee. Haven't eaten anything today. So we are going to have a lemon slim fast bomb to carry me over. I don't want to touch the beef sticks, even though I've cleaned my hands. They're in an open container, and I'd rather just, have my hands freshly washed at home. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going to show you my first 4 days, other than I forgot the tomatoes at my mom's house. So I got to grab 2 tomatoes at mom's. So I have a couple of things of sliced cheeses. I have my very dirty beef sticks, and I've had one just now. 2 heads of lettuce, eggs, really great quality eggs. Some shredded cheese that will be going in my salads, Kerrygold, heavy cream, my cucumbers, and almost 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. So I'm out here in the dark searching for my cat. She has decided to go missing, and she always comes after a few minutes of calling her, and I don't know where she is tonight. I've been looking for over an hour. I need to make sure my dad didn't have the shed open. She has got herself locked in there a few times before. I think she just wants to give me a heart attack. But I'll show y'all the moon. Maybe it'll come through in the video. I did take some pictures of it. It's really bright and pretty. I'll put a picture on the thumbnail. Maybe throw some up in here too. So I'm going to continue to walk around in the dark and look for my ridiculous cat who decided to run away. She didn't even come when I put bacon and stuff out. I think she's trying to drive me crazy. I should be wearing a jacket, y'all. It's cold. And I'm sure she runs around all night long, but my sister and them's on their way, and I don't want her to run out in front of their car because she has been naughty chasing cars lately. She thinks she's a dog. Honey boo! I get nervous because some of the cats have been going across the street and I don't want her following them. Well, I'll let you know if I find her. Because I'm going to continue to walk in the woods, in the dark, late at night. No, it's not late at night. It's like 7, I think. And I haven't eaten today, other than what you've seen. I went to cook my chicken and realized it was the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and me and dark meat don't get along. My liver does not, or not liver, but gallbladder does not like fatty meats like that. So, yeah, I wasn't eating that. But my dad did. He loved it. So I'll be eating some more turkey. I think it gave me a headache the last 2 days, so I'm going to do it before I go to bed in case it does give me another headache. But I'll show you. I'll show you when I eat. I'm on my last collagen coffee right now. Honey! Honey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, let's go home. So obviously I found her and she was being sneaky. She was stalking me. So technically she found me. I kept hearing noises behind me and I turned around and there was nothing there. And then she jumped out of the bushes at me. Yes, she did. Come on, baby. Let's go home. My kitty who likes to give me heart attacks and literally jumped out of the bushes at me. She was stalking me the whole time. She thinks she's lying. She's been chasing cars lately too. She's bothering me, making me think she's gonna get hurt. Look, you wanna see yourself? Whoa! Did you just hit my phone? You just beat it up. I'm a very naughty kitty. I am made up everywhere with marks. I don't know if y'all can see them all over my hands, just everywhere. Because when I put her down, she scratches me, trying to make me hold her again. I can't hold her forever. It's freezing outside. And I am just covered in scratches. I'm at my mom's house waiting for my sister and them to get here, and I am starving. So I'm going to go ahead and have 3 ounces of the turkey. Hopefully it doesn't give me a headache, and I'm having 3 ounces of the roast beef the other night. I can usually eat roast in the oven or steaks in the oven like the next day or the day after. They have to be cold. I can't warm them back up. Then there's no fat on them, and it usually doesn't make me sick, so we'll see. And we'll see if this actually gives me a headache again.